Hello, Facebook family. How are you doing today? Ladies, have you ever wondered why it is that your partner pulls away from you? Have you ever wondered why it is that they withdraw into their room or into their shell at the first sign of conflict? Why it is that they seem to back away even from intimacy and signs of affection? We are going to be unpacking and deep diving this today. And by the end of this video, you are going to have such a deeper understanding of why it is your partner pulls away from you, and you are going to have a clearer sense of what you can do to help him with this behavior instead of pushing him further into his shell. So, for anyone who doesn't know who I am, my name's Abby, and I'm a relationship mentor. I'm also an intimacy and attachment geek, and I'm a lifelong student of love. And I'm on a mission here to help couples to overcome this push pull dynamic, this pursuer and distancer trap, the anxious and avoidant tango. And I'm here to help you to actually create more safety in your relationship so that you can both get your needs met and start feeling deeply accepted and deeply connected in your relationship. So why does your partner pull away? And if you're watching this live, then maybe you can leave a little comment. Let me know who's here. I would love to hear from you. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can give me a little cheeky hashtag replay. And that just helps me so much to get this video working with the mysterious Facebook algorithm. And it helps us spread this word to more women who are mastering intimacy with their avoidant spouse. So why does your partner pull away? Now, I'm guessing at times you have sat there thinking to yourself, it's because he doesn't care, it's because he doesn't love me, it's because I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable. All of this array of reasons about why he doesn't care enough to come forward, why he doesn't care enough to be intimate and to stay connected with you. But I'm guessing, okay, and I'm going to offer this to you as an alternative explanation. I'm guessing that your partner actually has a long-standing history of pulling away in his relationships. And I'm guessing that this pattern is actually a pattern that started in childhood. This brings us to our number one reason why your partner actually pulls away. And that reason is because most likely at some point in your partner's life, very early on in his childhood, he learned that people are not there for me when I need them to be. Okay, really let that sink in, gorgeous lady, into your heart, into your mind, into your body, that at some point in your partner's very early years, they felt utterly alone in the world, alone handling their feelings, alone handling their needs. And what does this do to a person when we feel alone at such a young age, when we're just learning about life and we're just learning about love? What it usually does is it sets us up for a lifetime of independence. It sets us up for a habit of, I am going to not rely on anyone, because when I rely on people, they're not there for me, and then I feel abandoned and rejected and I hurt. Okay, so your partner probably learned really early on in life that it's safer and less painful for me to look after myself, for me to be independent. And that means that when they are in a relationship with you, even when things are going well and you are being very warm and loving and connected, even that experience of intimacy can bring up their fear because they're afraid to need you. They're afraid to want you. They're afraid to lean on you because what happened in the past is that when they needed someone, that person disappeared or that person was not there for them. So this is one key reason why your partner withdraws from you, even in the good times, and especially when there's conflict, because they have learned that it is safer for me to look after myself, to go into my shell, rather than to need you. So let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. If you know a little bit about your partner's history, can you see that there might have been a time where your partner felt alone in the world? And if you haven't had that conversation with your partner, this is a great invitation, a great opportunity now for you to open that dialogue and ask your partner, can you tell me a little bit about your history? Have you had the experience of being able to rely on people in your life, or have you felt like you needed to be independent? I would love to hear. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Okay. Now, the second reason why your partner withdraws into their shell, in particular when you're sharing your feelings and your needs. Now, this one might be a little more surprising for you. So something that I've noticed when speaking with men and women who have an avoidant attachment style is that very often one of the themes that will come up as they're talking about their history and their childhood is that they will mention a period of time where they felt as if the world had really high expectations of them. So it might be that they grew up in an environment where their family or their boarding school or their environment needed them to comply to certain standards. It may be that these standards were very perfectionistic or very kind of brutal in some way, that they felt the need to obey, comply, and to reach a certain standard. And what this does, of course, is that it builds a sense of perfectionism. I need to reach this standard, otherwise I will be punished, otherwise I will be rejected. So this perfectionism is something that I find a lot of women are not necessarily aware that their partner has. So when I'm working with couples, sometimes the anxious partner, usually the woman, will not realize that their avoidant spouse very often withdraws from the relationship because he has such high standards, because he believes that he should make you perfectly happy, because he believes that any mistake he makes means that he's a bad partner, means that he's not good enough for you, that he's not good enough as a man, that he's failing. And this perfectionism can lead to a real feeling of shame. Okay, like I can't make mistakes here because I might get rejected. So it's easier for me to sit out of the race than to take part and to not come first place. It's easier for me emotionally to withdraw from you, to go into the other room when you mention your needs, rather than to stay here and to deal with the discomfort of knowing that I'm not perfect, of knowing that I made a mistake, of knowing that something I did upset you. That is so shameful for me because I have these high standards of perfection that I would rather switch off, shut down, and go into my own world and not deal with the fact that I'm imperfect. So let me know in the comments, was this something that you were aware of? This perfectionism, have you ever thought about this in relation to your partner before? Does it make sense to you that your partner is actually highly sensitive to your criticism, and that the way that they deal with that sensitivity is that they back away instead of staying in the fire with you? Ah, ladies, ladies, ladies. And the third reason that we are going to be covering today is more of a societal issue. So you notice the first two reasons are much more to do with your partner's childhood, the way that his history has shaped him. And the third one is to do with the way that our society keeps him stuck. Okay. So unfortunately, in our current society, we have a real expectation for men to be capable, to know what they're doing, and to not need to ask for help. So something that I've noticed with some of the men that I've worked with is, again, a real sense of shame around needing help in this area. I should know how to make my wife happy. I should know how to make my partner happy. And if I don't, that's a real failure of me as a man. So you start to see that in many cases, the avoidant partner's ability to make their partner happy is intrinsically linked with their own sense of worth. Okay. So again, it's easier for me to back away from you rather than to feel like I'm not good enough. Okay. I don't want to need help. I don't want to admit that I can't do this. And society is telling me that as a man, I should know. I should just know without being vulnerable, without being afraid, without being confused, without being ashamed. And so I'm just going to handle those feelings alone in my man cave because I don't feel permission to actually feel them, express them, to reveal them in the external world. Now, let's say that you have also, on some occasions, gorgeous lady, punished your partner for being imperfect, for not doing things perfectly well. Then that can obviously reinforce these wounds that he already has, that he's brought into the relationship. And so you can start to see that there is a pattern that emerges where your anxiety and your need for reassurance, your need for him to show up perfectly in an attuned way, to give you that connection that you need because of your history and because of your needs, that can reinforce some of his behavior. He ends up feeling pressured and he starts to pull away because that is where he can avoid his own feelings of insecurity and inadequacy. So the big takeaway here is that when your partner pulls away, most likely he's not actually trying to escape you. Your partner is trying to escape his own feelings that are very uncomfortable, feelings that you remind him of because you are a part of his emotional life. So the closer he gets to you, the more he feels his feelings. And so it's easier for him, it's simpler for him, it's less painful for him in the short term for him to pull away from you. To pull away from you during conflict and to pull away even from you when things are going well. Now, I want to hear, what is this bringing up for you? What ahas are you having about your partner? What ahas are you having about your relationship and the way that you respond to his behavior? Because the truth is, this can be such a painful cycle to be stuck in. And you deserve, both of you, to feel safe, seen, and connected with each other. The good news is that there is a way out of this cycle. You can learn some practices, some techniques. You can work together as a team so that you can break free from this cycle and actually start being a team in this relationship. And with that in mind, I would like to make such a juicy offer to you. And I am offering for 4 couples in the community to have you might have heard my dog there, to have 4 sessions with me, okay, at a massively discounted price. In fact, the most discounted price I'm ever going to be offering these sessions. And these are sessions that are tailor-made for you and your relationship. They're private sessions, and we get to work together with your partner to help you both create a connection that actually feels yummy and delicious and safe for both of you. So if you would like to take me up on this offer, that's 4 90-minute sessions and access to me in direct messages as well to help you along with these transformations, then I am going to leave a link in the comments below, and I would love for you to book a totally free discovery call with me. There's no pressure to sign up if it's not right for you. I want everything to work for you, but it's an invitation for you to jump on a call with me and to ask me any questions that you have about the mentoring process and about how your relationship might benefit from this. So I am so excited to be making this offer. I'm going to be talking about it in the coming days as well. So keep your eyes open if you'd like more information. And I would love to hear from you if it's right for you. And just remember, ladies, that you deserve to have your needs met, and that there really is a way for you and your partner to come together in harmony, in unity, in connection, and to experience the kind of love that your heart desires. So I hope you're having an amazing day, or the best day that's available to you. I am sending so much love your way, and I can't wait to speak with you really soon. Mwah!